Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. And that's right, guys, it is time for yet another mystery unboxing, and I am so excited about this one. This is from Second and Charles, and as you can see from the box, it has 50 or more DVDs or Blu-rays. Now, I'm not going to get too excited about the Blu-ray portion of this because there's almost never, there's very rarely anything in there for Blu-rays, at least anything that's worth keeping. So I have very low hopes there, but if I get any, I'll be happy. So we'll see where this box takes us. And stay tuned until the end of this video because just like the last one, I am going to create an I Watch 3 vlog where the 3 most commented movies down in the comment section below, the 3 that get talked about the most are the 3 that I will do a review on. I'll pull them out of the trade box and I'll do an I Watch 3 vlog on them. So you guys have the power to dictate what the next I Watch 3 vlog is going to be, but you have to stay tuned to the end so you can see what your options are. But with that said, guys, let's not waste any time at all. I am so excited about this, one of my favorite types of videos to do here. So let's dive right into another Second and Charles blind DVD and Blu-ray unboxing. All right, the box is now opened up and I am ready to dive in, but I did want to mention if this is your first time watching one of my unboxings like this, I usually separate them into a couple different piles. One pile of things I'm going to keep and another pile of items that I'm going to trade or donate, just get rid of, whatever the case is. So there might be a third pile at times where I'm just not sure if I own it already and I have to stop and check my app, but we'll get to those as we go here. So let's just reach in and pick up the first title. Okay, an interesting one. I don't know if I own this. This is Stargate, and this is a very cool edition to this. This is the Artisan Ultimate Edition of Stargate. Very cool. I think Kurt Russell. Yeah, Kurt Russell, James Spader in this. So great cast. I've never seen this movie before, and frankly, I just don't know if I own this one or not, so I will have to check, but the disc is inside. As you might know if you've seen previous episodes, sometimes the disc isn't in there. So I'm going to, first one out, I'm putting in the maybe pile. If I don't own that, 100% a keep, but if I do, then I'll obviously get rid of that one. But yeah, very interesting there. Oh, this is cool. Nice little double feature. Uncle Buck and The Great Outdoors, 2 classics. I actually just picked up Uncle Buck on Blu-ray not too long ago. Of course, now the 4K is available. But Great Outdoors, I don't know if I own. And so if I don't, I might hold on to this one. They are unfortunately both on the same DVD. But man, I would like to have Great Outdoors in the collection. It has been a long time since I've seen that. These are just 2 great ones. So yeah, another one that's going in the maybe pile. This is highly unusual to start with 2 maybes, but maybe that's a sign of good things to come. This one feels a little heavy. I'm very intrigued. Oh, this is neat. I, Robot with Will Smith, and I love this slipcover. That is so nice. That whole thing, it looks very Lionsgate-like, where the slipcover kind of, houses or the background plays a part with the slipcover image on the front there. That's very cool. But I own this one actually on Blu-ray 3D. So this will be out of the collection, and you can see on the top there, it is full screen. But man, I just love that slipcover. That's awesome. But I'm not going to keep it for that, especially since I don't have it on DVD. I already have it on Blu-ray. So trying to make room here. That's going to go in the trade pile. So let's keep on trucking along here. The Italian Job, another one, full screen collection. Don't love that, but Italian Job I do have on Blu-ray behind me, so that one will go into the trade pile. I've actually not seen this one. Of course, a remake, but one I've not seen. Great cast, though, with Charlize Theron in there and Mark Wahlberg, so definitely need to watch that one at some point. I think I found the Blu-ray at Big Lots for like $4 or something, so it was a very good price. Now, this is interesting. Farscape. It must be like, the Peacekeeper Wars is what it says here. So let me know if you guys are familiar with this. Is this a pilot episode? Is this the end of the series? Did it take place after the series? I'm intrigued. There's a 30-minute documentary on here. Wow, this is a really nice release. Widescreen 2-disc set. Oh, it says it right there. The finale to the Farscape saga. So obviously, I'm not going to keep this one. I have never seen Farscape, and the chances... Actually, my wife and I, we were trying to find something to watch, and we put on one of those free streaming services, and Farscape happened to be on there, and it looked so very much of its time. It looked absolutely hilarious. But anyway, I'm sure it's a great show, but I'm not gonna sit down and watch all of Farscape to get to the end of it here. But hey, if I can watch it separate, let me know. I have no idea, but for now, that's going in the trade pile. So we'll keep on moving along. Here we go, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Great movie. I do own the 4K on this one, and I assume all of the special features, because it doesn't look like there's too many on the back there, but I'm guessing that all of those are probably available on the 4K, so that one will go into the trade pile. Excuse the sound as I work my way into the box. Definitely Maybe, from the makers of Notting Hill and Love Actually. Very interesting. I mean, this is a great cast. Ryan Reynolds and Abigail Breslin. I love that, but another one, I just don't really see myself sitting down and watching this one. Rachel Weisz is in this as well. Very good. Isla Fisher. Really good cast. So I'm going to put this one in the... I'm definitely maybe going to put that one in the trade pile. But that one, if it gets a lot of love, maybe I'll watch it. But I don't see myself sitting down to do that. So that's why it's going there. Oh, this is really cool. This is the franchise collection of Riddick. That's awesome. All 3 movies. So we have Pitch Black, Dark Fury, and The Chronicles of Riddick. Now, of course, there are more since then. I forget the last one, what that one's called. But yeah, I know there's at least one more here. So yeah, this is interesting. I don't need to keep this one, but I love that, you know, this is what you find in a box like this. That's really nice. So that one will go into the trade pile because I already own all of those. Actually, I own, I think, maybe both of those on 4K, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize, we got a Blu-ray, folks. Fantastic. Star Trek Blu-ray. That's awesome. I do own this one already on 4K. I have the trilogy, the collection on 4K, so I don't need this, but I love that. That's awesome. Very good release looking, very nice looking release as well. I wonder if there was a really nice slipcover that originally went with this, because you have the 2 faces on the front and the back there, Spock and Kirk, but... Right? Captain Kirk? I believe that would be Captain Kirk. It's been a while since I've seen that. I have seen this one. I've actually just watched some more of the original series, and I have my movie over here next to me to talk about soon. But anyway, that one is going in the trade pile, but I love that it's a Blu-ray. I need to separate the Blu-rays, I think. So let me put this on that side, just because I'm curious how many I'll get by the end of this. Chances are that's the only one, but you never know. Oh my gosh. That is so random. Farscape, the complete season 3. That is interesting. Now, if this was season 1, this would be a winner. That's really cool. I love that there's a full TV series in here. And you know what? I think I got one of the Seinfeld seasons through a Second and Charles box at some point. But Farscape will go in the trade pile because I don't have season 1 and 2. Now, if for some reason season 1 or 2 are in here, I'm absolutely pulling that out. But for now, that's going to go in the trade pile. And next up, we have a snapper case. What's it going to be? Oh my gosh! Into the Woods! No kidding! This is awesome. So Into the Woods is a musical, and this is the original Broadway cast, so they must have, you know, filmed the play version of it. That is awesome. This is absolutely staying in the collection. I don't think I own... I'm fairly certain I don't have Into the Woods in the collection already. I have the, you know, the newer Disney the newer version, whoever made it. But yeah, not the original. I love this. I actually was lucky enough in undergrad, I got to play the baker in this show. So it has a very special place in my heart. I love this show. Beautiful music. But yeah, that's absolutely staying in the collection as long as I don't have it. So we'll keep going here. Oh, Gremlins Special Edition. Very cool. I do own this one on 4K, but man, I'll tell you, this is a little tempting. Just because I love Gremlins, it would be fun to keep it on DVD. I'm very intrigued. Do I need it on DVD? Am I going to watch it on DVD? No. But does that stop me in the past? Not necessarily. I'm putting this one in the maybe pile. I'm going to think about this for a little bit and keep going here. But yeah, that's interesting. That's a cool release. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This one I do own on 4K, which frankly is one of the more hated 4Ks in my collection. Not by me personally. I thought it was acceptable for what it was. But yeah, people hate this movie on 4K, the transfer. But great movie. Nobody hates Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, right? Like, that's just not possible. A fantastic film. But yes, one that will go into the trade pile because I do not need it. All right, let's see. Do I have any more on the top? Okay, so it looks like there's one more on the top, and it is a Blu-ray. And then I'm going to pause and see... Oh, The Lion King, the Diamond Edition. Very nice. But I do own this one, of course, already, so that one will go into the trade pile as well, but very cool Blu-ray to find in a box like this. So now the entire top layer is gone. Let me pause for a second and check my maybe pile and see what I can actually keep. Okay, so I do own both, like I said, Uncle Buck on Blu-ray, and I own Great Outdoors on DVD already, so that one will go into the trade pile. Into the Woods, I totally forgot. I found this at the thrift store a couple years ago, or last year, a couple years ago, whatever it was. So I do own this, but I have the standard, like a regular DVD case, and frankly, I just like the snapper better. So I'm going to check and see which one I'll keep, but I will count that as a trade because I will likely be trading it. Gremlins, I'm going to hold on to. I own it on 4K, I own it on DVD, or I have it on VHS. Might as well have it on DVD. Why not? It's one of my favorites, so I might as well keep it. And then Stargate, I don't own, which is awesome. So this is a really great ad for the collection. So 2 are in the keep pile as of right now. But let's get back into the box, and this feels interesting. There's definitely a slipcover on it. Oh, okay. Boondock Saints, very good. I watched this one in high school. A buddy of mine was obsessed with this, and so definitely watched it then. Has a little something on it there. But anyway, I do own this one already on Blu-ray, this one and the sequel, so that'll go into the trade pile. But this is a really nice slipcover, just a nice addition of it. So trade pile for that one, though. And what else? Not a favorite of mine. That's why I wouldn't even consider keeping it. This is interesting. There are 2 slim cases right next to each other. Let's see what these are. Not related at all. We have RoboCop in a slim case, which I do own already. I will put that in the trade pile. And then Cartoon Craze, Bugs Bunny Falling Hair. Very interesting. It looks like a dollar store DVD from a decade ago. Yeah, I don't need this one. That'll go in the trade pile. I have so many different collections on Blu-ray. Chances are I probably own those, but yeah, another trade. So next up here, oh, Van Helsing. Okay, the cover looked weird to me for a minute there, but yes, I do own this one. Oh, that's awesome. Somebody else pointed out that it had there was an Xbox logo on something else, but it says here, put this disc in your original Xbox and you can play the first level of the game. That is super cool. Clearly a former rental copy here, but yeah, and it's actually not even in very good shape, quite frankly, but yeah, that's awesome. But that one I don't need either, so that'll go into the trade or donate pile in that instance. And now there's a bunch of fuzzies flying around here. That's a Blu-ray. That's a Blu-ray, and that's sealed. I'm going to wait on that one. We're going to go here. I think this is another slipcover, maybe? Oh, man. Okay. All right, I'm being dumb now, folks. I'm being dumb. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. We just watched this yesterday, 2 days ago, I guess it was now. I kind of want to keep this because my wife and I both love this series, and this is just a really nice release of this, but oh, it's just so pointless. I'm sure, you know, that is one thing. The 4K set, the special features, not the best. I think I actually swapped out the Blu-ray half of that 4K set with an older release because it was like the same size and everything, but those discs actually had special features, and I don't believe the other ones did. So I don't know if I have all these special features or not, but I'm keeping this for now. We'll see if if I need to clear space, I'll get rid of it eventually, but for now, I'm putting that in the keep pile because I love me some Harry Potter. I would love to get more of those in the collection, but anyway, moving along here. Oh, Mary Poppins. You know what? I don't own this movie, but I don't love this movie either. I am not the biggest fan, but this is one I would really like to show my kids at some point. Now, I could just stream it on Disney Plus, but I don't know. And actually, this release looks like it's a little bit water damaged. Let me check the discs out here. And this one has a ton of bonus features on it. I think I am going to keep this one. So yeah, we are good on the discs, which look really nice. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to that one. That's cool. Not, like I said, not my favorite, but it's been a while. I don't like Sound of Music all that much either, to be honest with you. But I think Mary Poppins is better than Sound of Music, maybe, from my memory. But let's keep moving along here and see what is next. We have one of the all-time greats, Shawshank Redemption. But I do own this one on Blu-ray or 4K. I don't remember at this point. Love this movie. It is definitely a classic in my eyes. I know it doesn't get a lot of love, I feel like, anymore. I feel like people think it's overrated, but I still think it's a great movie. Oh, here we are. Gone with the Wind. Very interesting. I do own this one on Blu-ray, and I've seen parts of this in high school. I don't know if I've ever sat down and watched this from start to finish. And being 4 hours long, I don't think I will ever sit down and watch this from start to finish in one take anyway. But yeah, this is a long one. That one is going into the trade pile though. Regardless of its length, I already own it. Next up, we have, Mission Impossible 3. Very good. Another one that I do own on Blu-ray behind me, so I don't need that one either. This one feels very light. Let me see if there's even a disc inside here. Oh, there is. We got a winner, folks. Okay, moving along. That one is in the collection already. All right. Oh, the Shirley Temple franchise collection. We have Little Miss Marker and Now and Forever. So looks like a double feature here. And there's a short film called The Runt Page. It's the first movie Shirley Temple ever made. Now, I have zero connection or, pull to watch a Shirley Temple film at all. So this one will go in the trade pile, and hopefully it stays there. Hopefully that's not one that you guys have me pull back out. The Manchurian Candidate, another really good one. Now, I do own this one, though, already, so that'll go into the trade pile. I think this one is weird, feels like it's a Blu-ray. Oh my gosh, it's a Blu-ray I don't own. Red 2. Very cool. Oh, that makes me very happy. I am quite surprised that there's actually a Blu-ray in here that I don't own, but here we go. Red 2. I know this one is, I think there was a double feature 4K that came out, but I never picked it up, so that one will stay in the collection. Hopefully the original is in here. That would make me even happier because I don't own that one either. Here is Meet the Parents. I actually own this entire series just on on DVD. Never felt the need to pick them up more because I've only seen the first one. Not my favorite comedy, but I did think it was pretty funny, and it's one I've been wanting to revisit, so I picked them all up on DVD. Here is a huge 10-movie collection. Definitely one that you could have picked up from the Dollar Tree. I am not going to hold on to this. Lots of Westerns on the back there. Hopefully you guys can read it. I'm not going to sit and read all 10 movies off, but yeah, not one I need for my collection, so that'll go in the trade pile. This is in very nice shape. Interesting. So this is 6 Days, 7 Nights. And I don't think I own this one. Harrison Ford in this one and Anne Heche. Rest in peace. And Ivan Reitman directed film? Okay. All right, we'll hold on to that one. That sounds like an interesting one. 6 Days, 7 Nights. I think they get like stranded somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I guess it's a comedy. So sounds good to me. Like I said, don't have it, so that's definitely one worth putting back in or putting in the collection. Australia. This is a Baz Luhrmann film, yes, and one that I picked up on. I think it was either DVD or Blu-ray. I don't remember, but yeah, I've actually not seen this one yet, though, so I need to watch it. But Australia is in the collection, so that'll go into the trade pile. Another Blu-ray. Not anything I've ever heard of. The Hollow Crown. Interesting. Henry the Sixth, Part 1 and 2, and Richard the Third. Okay, so this is just 3 screen adaptations of Shakespeare's plays. How long is it? I have to see what the length is. It says on the back here, but I can't read it. It's covered up by a sticker. 6 hours and 19 minutes? That's bonkers. But I'm keeping this. This is interesting. Richard III is an excellent play. I know I've read all these in college, but I don't remember Henry VI very much. But Richard III I remember being excellent, so I'll hold on to that. I don't know if I'll actually sit down and watch those, but that's cool. I've never heard of that before, so I like seeing something like that in here. Oh, here's League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Now, here's another one that I just don't know if I own or not. I've never seen this before. I feel like this one bombed when it hit theaters. I feel like it got a big campaign maybe when it was about to release. Then it came out and I never heard anything more about it. So, yeah, interesting. An old or a disc replay sticker on there as well, which is interesting. But yeah, this is going in the maybe pile. I just have to see if I own it. If I don't, definitely keeping that one. And then we have Blade 2, very good. I actually just picked up a triple feature, I believe it was. There may have been 4 on there, I don't remember exactly. But the Blade movies, I picked them up on Blu-ray. It was very cheap, down to like $12 for the Blu-ray. So I grabbed it finally. And yeah, haven't seen Blade 2, only seen the original. And it's been a long time, so I need to continue on with that series. We have Alice in Wonderland. You know what? I don't own this one. But this one I feel like I should probably watch on Blu-ray more so than DVD. This one's interesting. I don't know. I'm going to put this one in the trade pile for now. I just don't and frankly, I might own it. I have to double check, but like, I just don't think I need that one on DVD. I don't even know if it's all that good. I remember watching part of it, but not liking it, and then I think I just turned it off. So, oh, we have Transporter 2, another fun action movie for the box like this. But I do own this one on Blu-ray, so that one will go into the trade pile as well. Very interesting. Another snapper case. Oh my gosh, Arsenic and Old Lace. This is an awesome snapper case, and it's sealed still, which is really cool. So I do own this, thanks to, on Blu-ray, thanks to Criterion. They released it, so that's how I own it, and this is just awesome looking. I kind of want to hold on to this one for the snapper, because that's really cool. This is another play I was in. This one I was in high school, so that's 2 plays that I was actually in that we've had in this box, which is so totally random. Another Blu-ray. Ooh, T2 Judgment Day. That's awesome. I do own this one in multiple formats on Blu-ray and on 4K, but I'm actually going to look into this because there's one more I'm looking for. I think it's the original Terminator though, but yeah, this is the Skynet edition. So I'm curious what this has that maybe my other ones don't. So I'm probably going to hold on to this just for my Terminator collection. That one's going in the keep pile, even though of course I own it. I have a collection of Terminator films going, so I'm probably going to just stick it in with that. Oh my gosh, this is a great movie. I've seen this movie multiple times, and I think it's just really well done. Eastwood is fantastic in this. So I just don't remember if I own it or not. If I don't, it's staying in the collection, if it's even in there. Okay, it is. It always throws me. So let me pause here and see if this is one I have already. So it turns out I do own League of Extraordinary Gentlemen already, though I like this case better, and so I might swap that out. But this one, I'm torn on this one as well. I might just like swap the disc on this because I do own this in a 4-pack, but I don't know that 4-pack would have the special features that this DVD does. So I'm gonna have to take a look at that and see what's going on. But for now, this one is going into the trade pile. And we will move on to the next one here. Oh, this is actually the last one from that side. Luther 4. Idris Elba. A BBC show. Interesting. Oh, I thought that took me a minute. I thought it said DC. I was thinking like DC Universe, but no, it's DCI. Anyway, this is not one that looks very interesting to me. So Luther 4 will go into the trade pile, which is getting quite large at this point. All right, let's start at the other end here. Oh, such a good movie, Jumanji. This is one that I really wish I would have grabbed that steelbook on 4K of this, because that is where it looks like the board game. That is just a really cool release. But this one, I'm fairly certain I own this one, but I'll double check on my next stop. But yeah, I think I own Jumanji. Obviously, just a classic, one I used to watch all the time when I was a kid, and I loved it. Oh, this is cool. The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. I don't own this, and I'm keeping this. This is a cool find. Very happy to have this one in the collection. I think, was it the last? It may have been the last box that had the remake of Longest Yard in it, if I'm not mistaken, but I already own it. But I don't have the original, I don't believe, so that'll stay in the collection. Oh, oh, this is awesome. Another Blu-ray. And I kid you not, I was just looking at picking up, I just need the discs, because I have a really cool collection over there from my sister that she took the disc and just didn't want the case, and I need the series to fit in it. So this is going in the keep pile. I love this movie. My buddy and I, they are re-releasing it in IMAX in about a couple months from when I'm filming this video, and so very excited to go see that one with my buddy. We have Legally Blonde 2. I do own this one. I love this pink case, though. That's so cool. This one isn't in the... Well, it's not terrible. But, yeah, great movie, great case, anyway. I've seen the movie, but it's been a very long time. I know I like the original better, but I do own that one already. Wreck-It Ralph, another one that I do own already on 4K. Fantastic movie. I watched this one more times than I can count. Saw it in theaters, and then used to watch it when I worked at Family Video all the time. It's just a good movie to have on in the background. Here is A Series of Unfortunate Events, another one that I am fairly certain I do own already. I've actually never seen this one. I do have the video game on PS2 though, believe it or not. Randomly picked that one up, kind of in like a bundle deal, but I have never played it, but that is dusty as imaginable. Do own that one though, so that's going to go in the trade pile. Now this is interesting. My goodness, the dust on these things, how disgusting. so dusty. The Big Trail, North to Alaska, and The Undefeated. And these are all John Wayne Westerns, 1930, 1960, and 1969. So these are interesting release years on this. Yeah, you can see he's much younger there. Are these all on separate discs? They are. I'm going to hold on to this. This is another one. You know, well, what are the chances I get around to this with everything else in the collection? Not very high, but you never know when I might want to go on a John Wayne kick or a Western kick. Need to clean that one because it's disgusting, but I'm going to keep it. So that's going in the keep pile. And then, oh, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is the full screen. It's just the standard release of this. So I'm going to put that one in the trade pile. I want more collector's edition releases of things. That's what makes me happy. Zoolander, another one that I do own already. And this movie's hilarious. We watched this for the first time in high school, and I loved it ever since. A great movie. But I do own it, so that'll go in the trade pile. Another Blu-ray. Oh my gosh, a Blu-ray and something I don't own. This box is disgusting. Anyway, The Odd Life of Timothy Green. Okay, I don't own this, and so it's cool, but I'm not going to watch this. I just have no interest in this at all. So I'm going to put this in the trade pile. I feel like I started watching this at some point because it looks a little familiar. But yeah, that's going in the trade pile. I don't need that. No chance that'll ever actually get watched. So trading it away. Oh, a snapper case. Oh, that's a cool snapper though. Young Guns 2, but I do own this exact snapper case already. So that one will go into the trade pile. I need to do a double feature one day of those two films because I've seen Young Guns, I believe, but it's been a very long time. Another complete TV series. This is Poldark. I have no idea, but I do know it's going in the trade pile. This is season 4 of Poldark, and I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, no interest in that one. So that'll go in the trade pile as well. You know what? Let's do this one. It's a weird big box thing. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. It's a transformer inside there. What? And it gives you, oh my God, that's the actual case. Okay, we're opening this up. Oh my gosh, it's so gross, you guys. This is the dirtiest box I've ever gotten. Look at that. That's the case. That is the coolest thing I have ever seen on a DVD case. There's instructions on the back on how to do this. Do we all care to sit here and watch me do this? No, not right now. That's incredible. I mean, there is a 0% chance this is leaving the collection. That is the coolest. Have you guys ever seen this release before? I would love to hear if you have, because I know I sure haven't. This one is really gross. It's very dirty, but nothing, some wipes can't correct. Let me get this back in and we'll keep going. Sometimes the coolest things pop up in these boxes, and that is one of the coolest. I think one of the times, I don't know if it was Second and Charles or Media Reload, but they had Sin City with the first graphic novel in that series included in there. That's so cool. And so, yeah, you just get the randomest stuff in these. All right, next up. This is kind of all the rage right now because this is getting 4K. This got announced for 4K from Disney not too long from filming this. And so, yeah, this one everyone's talking about. But I've seen this. I remember watching this in the back of my uncle's vehicle when I was probably way too young to be watching it. But he had a van and there was a DVD or a VHS VCR and a TV in there. And we loved watching movies back there. And so, yeah, this was one I watched then, but not seen it since. And so I definitely need to revisit it, but I do own it on Blu-ray. So that will go in the trade pile. And my trade pile is getting quite large, so I hope it doesn't fall. All right, next up, we have G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra. I swear there's one of these in every one of these boxes. I do own that one already, so that's going in the trade pile. Now, this is interesting. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. So, of course, I have heard this before. My buddy was a huge fan of this growing up. He was big in this when I was in high school. Aspect ratio of 1.55 to 1. I think that's the first time I've ever heard of that aspect ratio before, which is fascinating. But anyway, I'm not the biggest fan of this, so I'm not going to keep this one, but I mean, that's cool. One I definitely have seen multiple times thanks to my buddy in high school, but not one I want for my collection. We have Scary Movie 3. I own all of these on DVD already, so this one will go into the trade pile. Arguably the last of the good scary movies, from what I recall anyway. Next up, Red Heat. Now, this is interesting because I don't think I own this one. Another one you can pick up on 4K. Actually, Hamilton Book had this on 4K for the longest time for very, very cheap, but I didn't end up getting it because I just don't know if this is anything I'll actually like or not. But yeah, I think I'm going to hold on to this if I don't own it. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, this one will go into the keep pile for now anyway. And let's see what else we got. Oh, we are getting close to the end here. I'm going to end it with 2 Blu-rays, it feels like, but everything leading up to it is a DVD. So let's grab this one here. Chicken Little. I actually was just at Disc Replay yesterday and saw this one in 3D on Blu-ray. And another one, I don't know if I own it or not. Let me check real quick. So I don't own it already. So this is definitely going in the collection. However, Red Heat, I do have it already. I just forgot. I have it on DVD, I guess, already. So that'll go into the trade pile. Getting down toward the end here. Alien vs. Predator. Another full screen edition. Yeah, I really like these. I like both AVP movies. I know they get a ton of heat, but I had a good time with both of them. So, yeah, but I own these ones on Blu-ray, and that's not the type of DVD I'd want to keep for something like that, so let it go in the trade pile. All right, so this is an interesting feeling DVD. Oh my gosh, no kidding. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. You guys, I literally almost bought this on eBay the other day. And I do own it already on Blu-ray. I don't have these on 4K yet, but I do have it on Blu-ray. I thought that there were special features on here that were not included on my release, but after doing a little bit more research, it turns out that they are already on mine, but I'm still keeping this. It's just serendipitous. Like, I almost bought it. It's now here. I'm holding on to that one. All right. 2 Blu-rays left. That's all that's left. Let's do the sealed one last and the one with the slipcover first. What? Are you kidding me? No way. Like, there's no way. You see, there's a 4K. Maybe. Let's see if there's actually a 4K disc inside. Oh my God, there is. That is insane. I've never gotten a 4K in one of these before. This must have been a mistake on their end. That is so awesome. Now, of course, I own this one in this exact release, but still, that is very impressive. I love that. I love that this was second to last. Now, what's last? So trade pile for Wonder Woman, but that's very cool. Let's see what is last here. It is a sealed Blu-ray of some sort. Oh, that's so disappointing. The Holiday, Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jude Law, Jack Black. I mean, this is another one, just zero interest in watching this, to be completely honest with you. I like Jack Black, but I just don't really care to watch this one. So The Holiday will go in the trade pile, and that's another one for the trade. Let me check. Yep, we are done. So let me get everything sorted here and then show you guys what your options are to pick from for that I Watch 3 vlog. Let me get everything wrapped up. So when it comes to movies that I'm trading that I don't already own, it is a very small pile. That's it. The Holiday, The Odd Life of Timothy Green, Definitely Maybe, the Shirley Temple collection, which has 2 different movies, Little Miss Marker and Now and Forever, and then Alice in Wonderland and Luther 4. Those are the only options there. So on top of these being an option for the review vlog, I would also say anything that I talked about in this video that I said I've already owned, but I've not seen. Force me to see it if that's what you want to do. That can be included down in the comments below. So again, the top 3 that you guys mentioned from this video that I've not seen before, that I will do my next I Watch 3 vlog on. So leave those comments down below. Before we do finish up here though, I do want to talk about the stats because that always interests me in these boxes. So in total, this was a very good box if you kind of take a look at the numbers. So in all, there were 15 items that I'm keeping from this box and 47 that I'm trading away. Now, mind you, of those 15 I'm keeping, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So a third of them are double dips. Actually, more than that. 7 of them are double dips, but that's fine. I'm still keeping them in my collection, so I'm counting them as keeps. And so that means total, there was 63 items in this box, which is pretty darn good. Is that math right? 15 and 47. Let me just make sure my math is right here. 62, excuse me. So 62 in total, which is a very large number when it only promised 50. So that's really cool to see. So essentially, I am paying $2 per kept item. So that's definitely more than what I did with my media reload box, and it's more than I would pay at the thrift store, but still, all in all, not that bad. At Goodwill, these are, $3 to $6, really, just depending. So $2 a pop isn't bad, and it's 48 cents per item in this box. The last numbers I want to break down here are the 4K to Blu-ray to DVD ratio, because I sure didn't expect a 4K title in here. But of the 62, one of them was a 4K title, and then 8 of them were Blu-rays rather. 4 of those I kept, and then everything else was DVD. So not bad at all when you look at this box. I think it's very impressive. So that is it, guys. I would love to hear from you. Please partake in the comments. Let me know which movie that I haven't seen that I've talked about here that I absolutely must. Whether I owned it already or not, I don't care. Whatever you guys talk about are the ones I'm going to review in an upcoming iWatch 3 vlog. So leave your comments and help shape the next review vlog here on the channel. But that is it for today, guys. Like I said, one of my favorite types of videos to do here on the channel, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this one as much as you did the last one. Leave any thoughts down in the comments below. I really appreciate all that support. Before I let you go, I'm just going to encourage you all to consume some media today. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all next time.